Hello guys, and welcome to another paid clip. If you saw my last video, you would see that this is where we left off. This video is going to be about a little bit of raiding, a little bit of what we were doing. And here I am with my guild in 10-man Obsidian Sanctum. There's the last boss, Nathrezim. This is just a quick little clip. We're just downing some trash mobs that patrol through the area. Basically, with the trash mobs, they don't do much. At least not to my knowledge, at least. These that you're seeing, there's some that spawn some kind of sun fire circle, and it kind of like chains and shoots different people if you're near it. But not these mobs. These mobs, for the most part that I know, just tank, spank, and kill it. Unfortunately, I didn't get the fight of the last boss, so we only have one of the drakes and this. But there's a lot more raid footage in here. So we're just down the one. Now we're down in the second one. It's really cool. This video was actually from when I was Retribution spec'd. So I was DPSing instead of tanking or healing. Here is one of the drakes, Shadron or Shadron, however you want to pronounce it. Basically, the thing with this drake is, and I believe 2 out of the 3, though I don't really know, is you just basically DPS them, and you have to watch out for those void zones. You see those little voids on the ground. Get out of those as quick as possible because they do a lot of damage to you very, very, very quickly. Basically, you just keep on DPSing them, and you see there it says the Twilight Portal is open. You see the portal, you go over to the portal, you right-click it, and you kind of get phased into a little thing here, and then there's a little mini-boss. A tank picks up the mini-boss, and you just burn down the boss as fast as possible. See, it's all killing them. Usually one tank and one healer, just a 5-man group goes in there and downs them. Really goes down quick. Then as soon as you're done, you get back into the actual raid, and you just rinse and repeat. Once you down them, you get more emblems of heroism or valor, depending on if you did the 10 and 25 man. Here I was in Wintergrasp during one of the battles, and someone asked if I wanted to go to 25-man Vault of Archavon. Of course, I was going to say yeah. So I'd never been in there before, so that would be really cool. Well, after the first, this is like the second pull, I think I died. I don't know what happened, but you'll just see all the melee just drop dead right there. Still, to this day, I have no idea what happened, but I went in there 10-man with my guild afterwards, and that didn't happen, so really not sure. There's only a couple pulls up to the boss. Really, really quick raid. Very easily puggable. Though you do have some problems sometimes if you pug these raids. You could easily pug 10 and 25-man Vault of Archavon, which is this, and Obsidian Sanctum, which I just showed you. But the only problem with those pugs is very, very frequently, way more than it should, you get a lot of asses who decide that they want to try and ninja loot the items. Because usually in raids, people are master looter, and then you do a slash roll for the items. Most people disregard that and decide to give it to their friends or themselves. Which, whatever. It's up to them, that's their thing. Doing a ready check and about to down Archavon the Stonewatcher. So this is my first time doing the fight. I've seen videos of it and I've heard people talking about it. All there really is to do is DPS them. There's not much to the fight. For the tanks, you have to have a main tank and an off tank, because one of the tanks will be picked up in the air, picked up and thrown across the room. Archavon also does that, what you just saw, a quick jump, and he lands this big gaseous cloud. You have to get out of the cloud, or it does a lot of damage to you, and you have to make sure you get him out of there. So the tanks need to pull him back. If you saw before, the DPSs were dumb and went into the cloud like you shouldn't. Also, he does those rock shards on the ground. If you're in those, don't move because it does a lot of damage. You can move, but it causes some stress on the healers. Just to make things easier for the raid, just don't move. It's not a big deal. So we ended up downing him. I didn't get anything on this run, but it was fun. I got the achievement too. And here I was going back into Vault of Archavon with my guild doing the 10-man version, because you're able to do the 10 and 25-man version of raids in a single lockout period. So after that, oh, this actually might have been before I went to raid as Retribution. I was just doing some quests, trying to get some gold, which is a great way to get gold. Just kind of quests and finish up the quests you haven't done in Northrend. You really make a lot at 80, and it just adds up really quickly. So I thought this was a really cool quest, so I quickly hit the record button and wanted to get it on video and show you guys. Basically what I had to do was ride around on these drakes and kill the riders on here. After I would kill a rider, I would target another drake, use this kind of harpoon slingshot, I don't know, kind of thing, and it would drag me over to the next drake. It's pretty cool. Really like that. Then also later in the week, a loyal viewer, listener, came by and said hi to me. His character's name is Jolly. You can hear him also on my podcast. He wrote a question in. And also my podcast. Next week there will be no video. There will of course be a podcast, which is what I've been doing lately. If you guys like what you see, please subscribe, tell your friends, watch my other videos. And also guys, don't forget to check out my blog at paidcraft.com. It has tons of cool stuff up there, lots of gold making tips, so check it out. Thanks guys.